I'm not telling, I'm telling from experience. Once I was traveling, I was a student at that time in Lahore, you see, and I was traveling by train. And at some station, you see, the train stopped in the night. And a lady came, and she said, open the door for me. So I said, it's so crowded, all right, I'll try. And she said, if you don't open, I can break it. I said, how can you? She said, you don't know who I am? I said, who? She said, I'm Hamida Bano. I said, who's Hamida Bano? The wrestler lady. Oh, Baba. I said, thank God. I'll open. I said, if you are a wrestler lady, why are you coming in the ladies' department? Why don't you go to the men's? And she pushed the door so violently. She came up. I looked at her. I said, wow, what a person. And she sat down, you see, with the whole her countenance and everything, her gait and state of sitting, everything was so manly like that. She sat down and said, now come along now. Those who want to say, I should not sit here. I said, nobody wants that. Now, madam, you sit comfortably. But we'll have to get somebody from the other compartment to have wrestling. And then she was quiet. And she was really, I saw her, all her muscles so overdeveloped, and she was really looking like, I would say, a western cow, we can say. Like the cows here look like buffaloes, not like cows. Something very funny, I cannot forget that. You see, that experience, I was very young and I was really, I didn't know, felt like laughing, but I couldn't even laugh. I thought she'll box my... So this is what it is, that we are ending up there, must know that. How far are we going? Are we going to become wrestlers? So this is what it is. One has to learn that it has been there for ages. Ages it has been there. I have seen, I've read books, some books, old books, I've seen some films also, where they have shown, even in olden times, the women used to have broom in their hand, sitting their husband sort of thing. We do have some of them, blessed in India, but there are very, very few women like that. Not a big number. But it may increase, God knows. See, so keep your fingers crossed. But I would say that this is what is happening. So with too much ego of men, which goes into left Shuddhi, they say not, let the women take over. It's all right, let them be satisfied. No more of their aggression. Let them have their own. So they do what they like. Men are not bothered. And they go into their left, this thing. There's no enjoyment of marriage or love. So now we have yesterday the other marriage, for the benefit of your children, for the goodness of them, all that, take your roles as women and men. Your roles are as women and men, and you will see you'll enjoy it. The quarrel should be on that role. The man wants to do something for you, should say, no, no, no. How can you do? That's too much for me. Let me do this work. As I have told you many a times how my husband, when he gets angry, he wants to wash his undershirt, you see, to show he's angry. Or when he's very angry, then he will clean the bathroom. But he does it so badly that I know that he has done. I feel like laughing, but I dare not, because I must keep his spirit on. And then he starts talking in a very, you see, respectable way to everyone. Thou, he calls everyone thou, you see, thou. He says, thou are like that, thou are like that. So I know now he's really angry for something. But he won't say what is he angry with. See, then we have to find out what is he angry with, and if so, don't feel guilty, correct. And then he finds, you see, there are so many ways of neutralizing the anger. The first thing that happens with ego is the anger. As yesterday you got married, you must know how to neutralize this, because still ego is there. Now to find out how to neutralize the anger of another person is a very beautiful thing, which I have never seen your writers handling, but in India we have many writers who have handled this situation. Now you must find out what are the weak points of your husband, first of all, and of your wife. On what points she get upset. Now the attitude should be, we should not upset her, we should not make her angry, and the another attitude of the wife the same way, much more for the husband. So now what are the soft points on which he really gets upset? Just study, it's very simple. I laugh at it, don't take it seriously, but be careful to avoid that. Now also find out what makes him happy. Like if I'm really, sometimes I never get angry, as you know that, I never get angry. But if I am showing off my anger, just let it be, it's all right, sit down. You understand, Sergio? All right. So, now how to show that, how to neutralize an anger of a person. Say now, supposing I am trying to show, if you put a child in my lap, finished, anger is gone. I cannot show anger with a child on my lap, it's simple. So you must find out, like my husband, you see, if he is angry, supposing, I know him, then if I tell him that, what about getting me a nice sari? Oh, finished, then he is very happy. He says, I have done him the greatest favor, see. Like that, you see, you must find out what thing pleases your husband, what thing pleases your wife, and neutralize it. And you see, little things like that you must learn. This is the art of living. This is the art of living a sahajyogi life. The art of living is how with little few things, you see, how manage. Now you must have seen how in my lecture I say quite serious things, but in your bubbles of laughter, it just settles down in your mind. That's how you should do it. Because humor is one of the greatest things that puts the thing through, makes the person understand, and it doesn't harm anyone. That's how things improve. And when you see that you are settled down in peace, that's the first thing a husband and wife must do, is to settle down in peace. Children feel all right. Everyone feels all right. And then gradually let it correct. You have no responsibility of correcting each other. But if you have married somebody who is not a sahajogini, who is horrid and all that, then the question is very different. But both are sahajogis, married before me, should be the easiest thing to do. And protect each other. Look after each other. There should be complete confidence. And this is, we have in our country. Really, I must say, our marriage system has something special about it. What happened once I went to Singapore, you'll be surprised, in the early times, I was going to America. And there was one horrible diplomat's wife, she came drunk to the program. And she was asked to get out because she was drunk. So she informed our Prime Minister, Indira Gandhi, that this lady is doing this kind of work, she should not do this, she is a diplomat's wife and she is so highly placed and this and that. So Indira Gandhi, without understanding anything, told one fellow who was Haksar, who was her main person, that you go and tell Mr. Srivastav that this should not be done and she should be brought back. So the minister, you see, getting a message from Indira Gandhi means the death blow has come to the minister that time. So he sent for my husband. And he called him. And he said that we think your wife should be called back and this is what has happened. And she said, why? Why do you want to call her? She doesn't drink, she doesn't smoke. She doesn't do anything wrong. She's the most decent woman. She's very dignified. And she knows what she's doing. She's doing good work for no money at all. She's doing nothing wrong. And if you want, I'll resign, but I'll not call her. And he got a fright of his life. Because if he resigns, who's going to do the job? So capable. Just said, I'll resign. And they were all shocked at it, you see. The way he was confident. And this I came to know through somebody else, himself the minister, who was dead, half dead, with the message from the Prime Minister. See? And he then sent back, he also got to see within himself. He said, I know the lady very well. She's very dignified. She's a very decent lady. She's very dharmic. We shouldn't disturb her. And the fellow Haksar who had sent the message also got a shock, you see, and pushed back the shock to Indira Gandhi. Since then she has never tried to interfere with my work. You'll be surprised. She's never tried to interfere. This is my husband's confidence in my work and understand. That we should have. You must know your wife and know your husband They cannot do such and such thing. Same about your children. You must have full confidence in them. You must know what they are up to, how far they can. And then this confidence and inner understanding is the one road to peace, love and affection. Complete confidence in teachers, wherever they may be. I can say with confidence, you send my daughters anywhere, they'll never take to a dharmic life, nor my son-in-laws, but my own daughters I can tell you. They can never think of a dharmic life, whatever you may try. It should be that confidence within you about your own children. Like they were small, very small, and the neighbors came and said that your daughters came and were using this, our garden for morning ablution. I said, what? I said, my children, even if they can go into your bathroom, you take them. I'll give you 2,000 rupees just now, right now. You just ask them to go to your bathroom. That's all. I know them too well. If somebody will say that your daughter has taken something, I know them too well. They can never touch anybody's things. I know them too well. They'll never take any obligation from anyone like that. I know them too well. So that's what you should know your children too well. Don't insult them in the presence of others. Build up their character and majesty by saying, come along, you are a sahajyogi. You are great. You be this, that. And put them on that path. Keep them there. Respect. But don't spoil them. Don't spoil them. We normally spoil, either we're overindulgent or you make them overindulgent. Both things are wrong. It's again ego. Tell them how to share things. Tell them how to share. And like if they share, they give it to somebody else, you should be happy. It's given to others. Give this to others. Let others play. See, you show your happiness on that. You yourself give to others. Then the children learn all these things. So marriage is a very big bondage for Sahajyoga. Through marriages we are all bound together. It's all a society of very happily married people. Now if somebody is not capable of having a good marriage, better forget about it. Forget. See, after all, I've seen women of 60 of my age asking for a marriage. Yes, there are women and men. And they are 60 years, mother, I'm only 60, I would like to get married. I said, what? At 60 I have thousands of children. How can you say of such a thing? I mean, you should not be bride all your life. You should be a mother and a grandmother. I think after 45, nobody should think of marriage. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. After 45, even married women should know that they are mothers and they are going to be grandmothers. They are all the time brides. See, that's why. That's one of the reasons why marriage is failed. Because you are not a bride after, say, 30 years of age or 35 years of age. You are a mother, absolute mother you are. And you are a father. And that's how you live as father and mother of the children. We are called like that in our country. Till the age of 30 years, we are called as the brides, like Dulhan. But once you are grown up, I am never called as my name by anyone. They say Kalpana's mother or Sadhana's mother. Or even my husband is called as Kalpana's father. He's never called by his name. Because you become a father and a mother, accept that position. But no, you want to be brides at that age, so you want to have all the bed like a bride has, all the bedroom thing, or like a bride has and a bedroom thing. And it doesn't work out. Because you are no more a bride. And then you think, oh, this man has become insipid, this woman has become insipid. Then you go to another woman, another man, goes on. Then you go to children and spoil the innocence of the people. But if you accept, grow properly, mature like Sahajyogis, as father and mother, as dignified people, it's not the source of love only as husbands or wives' relationship. There are so many relationships which are greater source, but depends on at what point you are. When you are a small little river, right, all right. But now you have become the ocean, so become the ocean. When you become the sea, you become the sea. When you become the ocean, you become the ocean. A sea cannot remain like a small little beginning, can it? In the same way, everyone must know that they must grow out from this relationship and should not go on hankering all the time, that husband and wife. Like 45 years of age, they are still finding out their husbands. Are they mad? This should stop in our Sahajyoga. Now, all those who have gone beyond certain age should stop bothering me about marriages, should become mothers. There are so many children to be looked after. We are going to have nurseries, better be there. What is it? What is the companionship? The companionship is with children, with the grandchildren, with great-grandchildren. This is what one has to understand, men and women both. Men are just the same. Men also try never become fathers. If you are full-fledged fathers, you don't have these ideas of marriage, forget it. If it doesn't work out with one woman, forget it. Then forget it. No need. You have had enough of it. So this kind of a thing is not necessary at all. And it has worked in a society which is not a Sahajyogi society. So it should work in you. So social ways, Indians are quite good. But they are bad in economics and politics. Never follow their politics. Horrid. Horrid. I mean, I can't think of a worse politics than Indian politics. It's the worst of all. If you listen to that, you will not know whether to cry or laugh. It's such idiots, All donkeys have gone into politics. Absolutely donkeys. Worse than that. They bray like donkeys, they behave like donkeys, they kick each other, they do all kinds of things. Can you imagine? It's so horrifying. I mean, if you want to have a joke, then you can look at it from a joke point of view. Of the donkeys, you see, behaving like absolutely as if they are in charge of our great country. So most of them are donkeys. I have not come across many who are sensible. And those who are sensible also want to become donkeys. What to do? That is their greatest desire, is to imagine a saint wants to become a donkey. So let us know that whatever are our good points are our good points, that we should not lose. Whatever are our bad points, we should correct them. This is a very balanced view towards oneself. Because we are the gain. Nobody else is going to gain. And Sahajyogis have to be selfish about it. We are the gainers. If we gain, the whole body gains. Whole of Sahajyoga gains. So this is what I am telling you about your social life, which is very important, and about your ego. But the most important thing is that once you are in the Sahasrara, you become my brain. You become really my brain. And so you have to be very careful, because you are not thinking about your family, your children, your household, not thinking about Melbourne ashram or Sydney ashram or Australia, but you are thinking about the whole world and the whole universe and the betterment of it. When you grow to that state, you become really part and parcel of my brain, which is concerned with very bigger visions, higher things. It works on lower levels also. That's something good about it. But it can work on your individual levels. I pay attention to your individual problems, to your individual suggestions, to anything that you say. But the light is for the whole universe. So we enter into the realm of universal religion, which we have to awaken, which we have to work on. Unless and until you achieve that state, you will not be called full-fledged Sahajyogis. So to achieve that, you must work hard. Or we can call, now you are Sahajyogis, you will become Mahayogis. So we have to achieve that state of Mahayoga. From this to that is very simple, works out. Imagine 4 years back, I never thought that I will be able to establish so many of you here as my children. And it has happened today. It's such a great thing that in 4 years we have been able to achieve such beautiful results. And next year will be greater still. I can see from the way people were there. So, one has to understand in Sahajyoga obedience to what mother says is order. But some people have a bad habit of taking up over, for mother's sake do it, for mother. Who is the person? Why should anybody say that do it for mother's sake? Or mother says so. No, when you are the spirit, you understand what mother says. So try to understand your spirit. That's the best way you can work it out and you can be nice. I want all our children to grow from that height. Let them start with a better standards, from a better levels, because we started from a lower levels. We had problems. But let our children start from a higher level. And Melbourne is the place I have chosen for our children to grow. So I hope women will take their roles, men will take their roles, and it will be a nice family system built here, a nice society, and this nice society. What's it? Put it off. I know. I know the lights very well. I know how they act. Vishnu Maya. That's Vishnu Maya. We have harnessed the Vishnu Maya. From where did we get light? Vishnu Maya. Hidden where? The Vishnu Maya, you see, is the one what we need today. And to understand it in a subtle way, how the Vishnu Maya comes in. See now how search. This thing came there, I could speak on Vishnu Maya. Because to shift the subject on Vishnu Maya is not easy. See, you must see the play. You must see the play. Now this Vishnu Maya, how does it come? How it acts through me is so well. What happens, from where does it come? Hydroelectric. How hydroelectric was? In water. It is in water, in the Guru Tattva. But when it comes down, when the Guru Tattva has come down to, on that level, the Vishnu Maya acts. That liberates and acts. For what? For enlightenment. What happens in the gross happens in the subtle. So one has to take an incarnation. So the Guru principle has to take an incarnation, to come down to this earth. So Vishnu Maya acts and enlightens people. And this is what it is, and how the whole thing works out. Now you have seen how I could change the topic suddenly to that. And you didn't feel it. But I just wanted you to see how Mother changes the topics. Because there are some incidents, something happens somewhere, which I know, and it changes. And it looks like a smooth one subject going on. Another thing I have to tell you, that all of you must know sahajyoga full well. Very few people really know about Kundalini, really know about vibrations. They do not know where is the void. There should be a regular class even for grown-up sahajyogis. Where is the void on the feet? Where are the chakras on the feet? When I tell them to rub my feet, they don't know where it is. You may be uneducated, doesn't matter, but in Sahaja you should be educated. You should have full education in Sahaja. You must know where is this disease coming from, how to cure it. Every one of you should be educated in. So when you have your meditation class, also you must have a class to educate yourself about Sahaja. What are the things to be done? Now there's a book, of course I saw that's a good book, they have written about the children, but there's no spontaneity, so I'll have to work it out. But it's not only the books, but my tapes are there. When you are listening to my tapes, note down the points, what Mother has said, and see for yourself. So the education in Sahaja Yoga is very important, otherwise your intelligence will rust out. You must have full education of Sahaja Yoga. Only giving realization is not the work, you must have. So others must know you are knowledgeable. The amount of education you have had, nobody had before, no saint had it. So now take full advantage. Whatever your age may be, education, qualification may be, what doesn't matter, but you all should know what is Sahaja, what it means, how it works out. Ask questions yourself and find answers. You all are still students of Sahaja Yoga, must know that. You are still students of Sahaja Yoga and you must master it. You must know it, every word of it. Just to enjoy Sahaja Yoga is not the point. You must also know, like if you enjoy a cake cooked by somebody, you must know how it is cooked. Because then you can cook for others. But if you don't know how to cook, people are not going to believe. This is what I have seen. Then I have seen some Sahajyogis are all the time doing the work. They are active because they have been active before. But some are lethargic. You can see even among two Indian people you will find the same difference, though they are here or they may be there. It should not be. Everybody should try to create the same kind of an enthusiasm and dynamism. Not one person. If one person does it, then it's no use. Sometimes such a one person can be very dominating also. Everybody should work, the whole body has to work. If we can develop that, that will help the complete development, upliftment. Alright? So today, on this day of my birthday, I want to bless you very much. But every birthday is reducing my age, you must know that. And so you must grow up now to take over. It's important. It's very important that you must grow up. So-called age of mine, though it doesn't show, but it is decreasing. You must know that. And so you have to now fasten your movements. Get to it, work it out. When others come, talk to them nicely. Give them joy. Don't give them any. Give them joy. Look after them. Be kind to them. That is going to be attractive. Then to immediately somebody says, you are a bhoot, you get out. When they are in Sahajyoga, when they are there, then I will tell them off. There are still, I know some of them still here. We have to tell them that you have a problem. You better get out. It's all right. They'll have to get out of the ashrams for a while, then come back. It has to be like that. Otherwise they cannot be corrected, and such people must accept gladly that they should be all right. They must change. They must be better than to continue with whatever they have because of their ego. So try to cooperate with yourself because it wants to be better and better and better. So all those people whom I'll be asking, I'll tell Warren, those people whom I find are not all right should get out of ashram. Ashram is not a place where all kinds of people should stay. Here only the pure, up to a point they should be. There should be certain minimum standard they must have. If they do not have that standard, they get out. Even if there's a woman who is dominating or a man who is like a woman has to get out. You have to be normal people. Otherwise others who come and they see one man standing like a chicken cut from here, you see, they just don't feel impressed. I tell you, like a miserable Christ, you see, as I showed you, standing there limply like that. I don't know who feels impressed by that. You must have somebody like you have Christ in the Sistine Chapel, you see, standing like a stalwart. That's how the men should be. But dignified, respectable, kindly, majestic is all right. And the women should be very sweet and nice. It pays a very, very long and a great dividend. Very, very long. You don't know how much it has paid me. It is coming so handy today to me. See, when I was not doing Sahajyoga, by my nature I've been kind to people. And all that has come. One example I'll give you. In London, one fellow came. His name is, that commissioner's name is what? Commissioner of Pune. He's now Commissioner of Pune. All right. He came to see us. We had a meeting of my husband's office or something. CP said, I'll call them for dinner. I said, all right. I had cooked the dinner at home. There were about 25 people who came to dinner. They had dinner. I must have looked after them, whatever. So when I went to Pune, Mehrotra told me that this commissioner is very anxious that he should come as the president or the chairman or the reception committee. He must see. I said, I don't remember. Who is this gentleman? I remembered somebody with the same name. He said, no, this is another one. Now this is one of them who had come. And he praised me so much. I was amazed how he saw all that. He said, this lady whose husband is so highly placed in life, is so humble, just so kind, so motherly. And he went home and told his wife that I have never seen such a lady before, such a perfect lady. That's what I did, I don't know. I must have cooked well, of course, that I do. But I must have looked after him well. I must have been kind to him, to all of them. I must have not eaten anything myself, looked after, must have done something. I don't remember what I did, but by my own nature I am to do. And it is not today, but I have seen so many of them come so handy only because of this nature of mine. Only because of this nature of mine. You know, our High Commissioner in UK, both the High Commissioners, the first one and the second one, B.K. Nehru and the second one, they had such tremendous respect for me, regard for me, can't imagine. Because you have to be kind and considerate and nice. As you look after me here, I looked after them. And that's how. There are such impressions. I tell you, all my husband's friends and everybody has such regard and respect. They went to see somebody who is head of the RAW, is the head of the intelligence in India. He gave us a right royal treatment. The collector of customs was informed that mother's children are coming. He himself came to the airport. Do you know that? He was sitting there, I don't know if he came out, to saw that you were all out. It's only my personal life with them. Otherwise, who cares for whose wife? So many came after my husband, nobody's bothered about their wives. Anywhere. You see, I came this time with my husband to go to China, and his agents who were in Japan and other places, Honolulu, they all came just to meet me, because he comes, nobody comes to see me. He said, now you have come, they have come to see. Can you believe it? It's nothing but just being a lady to them. It's such a powerful thing. It's such a powerful thing. And women must know how to cook. That's important. If they don't know how to cook, they are not women. I don't think they are women. They all must know how to cook. You must learn how to cook, and everybody can learn it. That's very important. It's the hidden power of woman lies in how she cooks. You see, our men cannot go anywhere because we cook so well, they have to come back home. They remember the food. So that is the power you have. Today we are going to have a very short puja, because today is my birthday, and so the puja on a birthday should be such that it should be more deep, more heartfelt, more joyous, than it should sort of go on a ritual side. There's no need to have much rituals, because we are in a joyous mood celebrating our mother's birthday. Already we are there. Whatever is needed for you to be there is not needed now, because you are in that joyous mood. Alright? So, only thing, a very short puja I have to name is to be done today is a birthday. There's no need to have a huge big puja. All that is needed to bring out all the deities. They are already there, up there. Just see the vibrations they are emitting. They are so very happy that you are celebrating my birthday. So in every puja, what we have to do is to awaken them, ask them to be kind to you, this, that. Though they are awakened in me, you want them to be. But now they are all awakened in you. We don't have to have big puja at all. There's no need at all. And this is what I have told Modi, that you have a very, very short puja. And a very short puja should be all right. So today's talk was just like a puja. Remember that this is meant for you when you are not sahajyogis. Today it is not meant for you. So you won't feel guilty. First, remember, you are sahajyogis, you are my children, and I love you very much, very, very much. So please have confidence in yourself, complete confidence in yourself. All right? That's the greatest thing you can give me today as a present. May God bless you. Yeah. लहानशी करा, 15-20 मिनिटाची बस, जास्त नको, 2 ऑलरेडी वाजले. कामं पुष्कळ आहेत आणि तुम्हाला पूजेचा शौक आहे ते तिथे पूर्ण करा. 75 ते हवन कुंड घेऊन बस. नुसतं गणेश पूजन म्हणा, झालं. So for this you have to have washing of my feet for 5 minutes and washing of my hands for about 10 minutes. That's all. It's simple as that. Now we don't need many people for that. Just put that thing here. That one, just. All right. Now remove this.